No one in my family has gone to college before me. Both of my parents grew up very, very poor. I identify as first generation and low income. My name is Liz. I go to Virginia Commonwealth University. I'm studying political science and philosophy, and this is my third and final year.
I do identify as low income, and I have a child. I'm a single parent, and the big C, cancer, kind of got me. So having to sit out and not be able to work, and then not being able to provide myself with income, kind of, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. And you can't really go to school on $0.
I do identify as being low income, mainly because I was raised in a single parent household and I do fall beneath the poverty line. My name is Kaylee Obermeyer and I go to the University of Virginia. I didn't have anyone to talk to in the coming months and I felt very isolated in conversations with my friends.
Initially, it seemed almost like a pit that you couldn't get out of. Like you were trying to dig out of it, but it never seemed to work. You would get a few steps, but you wouldn't make it as far as you would want to.
So some ways universities can address these issues are to identify, first of all, where there are gaps in resources for low-income and first-generation students. And in order to identify those gaps, they need to speak with the students directly. And they need to identify those students where they are, which is usually student organizations or learning communities. Talk with those students and work with them to address their needs as they come.
The reason we went on vacation was because we were evicted. So we spent the next 3 to 4 months in motels and shelters. And when we finally found a place to stay, the beginning of my 6th grade year, I remember being outside and thinking, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to keep struggling with this. I want to be something more. I wanted to go to college and graduate college. And the only way I knew how was school. So from that moment on, I dedicated my life to school.
Align and Conquer to me means students and administrators working together to make their own institutions a better place for first generation and low-income students. But beyond that, it also means students and administrators working together to foment change at the systemic level.
The most impactful part of this conference was networking and finding out that other people are in the same situation, and once we do get together and we talk about things, how we can help spread this nationally. 80% of the low-income students on campus, once you start breaking it down, it goes down to 28%, and we need it to be 80% across the board. So if we keep in touch with the people that we met here and we bug our administrators and make sure that people actually know this exists, that's a big thing that I can take away from this conference.
Through all the problems, through all the struggles, and I've dealt with plenty, family issues, violence, gangs, drugs, all that type of stuff back home, I can still sit here today and be able to succeed at college, and I can be a contributing member to society.
I would want low-income and first-generation students to know that storytelling is the most powerful tool we have. You really have to share your story and educate in order to advocate other students.
This is one of my favorite quotes, I think, ever, even outside of the report. I love this work from K. Monk Morgan, and this is one I'm going to dig into with you a little bit. She says, we're sending students into environments that were not created with them in mind. We don't have to hold their hands, but we have to walk beside them. Not because they're at a deficit, but because the institution is not nimble enough to effectively give them what they need to be successful.
It means the world to me to have those connections now and those people that I could talk to in the future and be able to share what I've experienced with them and see what we could all do for each other in the future as well.
To hear that these shared experiences happen all over and not just at my school was really great, and to know that there is a community out there for me.
I definitely feel a lot more optimistic now than I did when I came.
My experiences at this conference have been honestly life-changing. The people that I've met, the stories that I've heard, and the connections that I've made have just been beyond anything that I ever expected.
Align and conquer. We are stronger together.
Align and conquer, we're stronger together.
Align and conquer.
We're stronger together.
Align and conquer.
We are stronger together.
Align and conquer. We are stronger
Together.
Align and conquer. We are stronger together.
Align and conquer. We are stronger together.